Lily? The woman evangelist stirred the large crowd's enthusiasm in her angelic attire. Ms. Light was most effective inveighing against the evils of alcohol and tobacco.
Morning, Mason.
Lily, you're looking radiant this morning.
Thank you.
And it's no wonder, considering the coverage we've been getting. You saw this, I assume?
Yes, I did. Isn't it great?
Yeah. Why don't I come back when you're decent?
But I am decent, Mason. If there's any indecency, it's all in the mind. Yours.
Old habits die hard.
Yes, I know. So if it'll make you feel more comfortable, I'll get dressed. Why don't you wait here while I put some clothes on?
Okie dokie.
And then we've got some serious talking to do.
Fine. Angelic attire indeed.
I'll never get dressed.
Good.
So how do I look?
You look all right.
What do you mean, all right?
Nice earrings.
I'm glad you like them.
But something's missing.
Like what?
I don't know. You look almost perfect.
Almost perfect?
Yeah, you know, cute little bangs, nice neck. Love your shoes.
Thanks.
But something's missing.
Like what?
Like this.
Wait. Please. I'm not gonna hurt you. It's okay. He's cool, Alice. He's a friend, I think. Anyway, he's not gonna do you no harm here.
It's okay.
As long as I'm here.
Courtney, what is going on here?
Well, you really don't have to worry about anything, Mr. Lockridge.
Wait a minute, I've seen her picture.
Oh, great. The next thing we know, boom, she's on the back of milk cartons now.
She's the girl that's missing, isn't she?
She's a very nice girl, and she's been misunderstood and mistreated for an awfully long time. Now, all we're trying to do is keep the wrong people away from her. But it's proven to be a very difficult operation.
I want to know why you're hiding her here. Now, come on, tell me. Let's go.
It has to do with Pearl's brother.
All right, to make a long story painless, my brother was with Alice when he died under extremely suspicious circumstances.
You see, Alice's doctor was Brian's doctor, and he's trying to keep Alice from telling anyone what she knows about.
That's right. Now he knows that we know about him, which puts us in a rather precarious situation.
All right, I don't follow this completely. But surely this girl needs professional help. Isn't she supposed to be under a doctor's care right now?
That's right, but he is the wrong guy for her or anybody else. He's the one who needs treatment, not her.
Well, it sounds to me like you and Courtney are asking for some serious trouble. Now, how long are you planning on keeping her?
I will be out of your hair by noon tomorrow, the very latest. Right, Courtney?
Yeah, you're not going to turn us in, are you, Mr. Lockridge? I mean, we're not hurting anyone. We're not doing anything wrong. We just want to help her.
Alice needs a shot to get better. She goes back in the hospital, she doesn't have a chance. Now, you don't want to bring the authorities in, do you?
Please. I mean, we'll be out of here tomorrow, and you can forget you ever saw us.
And we never saw you. That way nobody gets in trouble, right? And Alice, she gets a fair shake.
I'm going to go upstairs and collect a few things. And I'm coming down, and I'm going back to town.
And?
And what are you going to do about us?
Hey, some vagabonds meet in the night. That's all I know.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Lockridge. She never does that. She never touches anyone.
Mason, I came to a decision last night. Or should I say it came to me.
What's that?
I think I'm needed here in Santa Barbara. Let's cancel our upcoming dates to Exeter and Lindsay and Visalia.
Just like that?
Yes. And concentrate on this one area for a while. I have a message to get across. And I think I can do it better from here than from running around the whole state with it. What do you think?
Well, you know what's best. If it's what you want, I'll take care of the arrangements.
Anyway, maybe this is the place. Maybe Santa Barbara's where I'll build it.
Build what?
I have a dream, Mason. I've had it for a while now.
What is it?
Wouldn't it be wonderful if I could have my own cathedral?
A cathedral? Well, that's certainly ambitious.
Well, I know it would take tons of time and money, but a great building. A great glass building, a huge spire of glass that shines for miles that everyone can see. It would be such a wonderful symbol of my mission.
Indeed.
It should let the world's light in. But at the same time, it should make the people inside feel safe and protected. Loved. Loved and cherished. Well, that's all in the future now. Right now, we have a job to do here. I wasn't just reciting slogans last night at that meeting. I want to help Santa Barbara purify itself, expel its impurities. Here, take a look at this.
Well, it's an ad for the casino.
Yes. I see it's just outside the mileage limit, so the law can't touch it.
Yeah.
What's an outrage? Let's shut it down. Well, gambling anywhere is awful, but this is... I want the good people of Santa Barbara to stand up and tear it down.
Well, it's funny you should pick the casino.
Why?
My father owns it.
Yes, I know.
You know?
Yes, I've already checked into it.
Well, that's fascinating.
With your help, Mason, I think we can show your father the error of his ways. He has to shut it down.
Lily, if you can convince my father that he's done something wrong, then you truly are a miracle worker.
Is that going to cause a great problem for you?
No, probably not. If it does, so what? What did you tell me once? Negative influences have to be stamped out on every front. Might as well start on the home front.
That's what I like to hear. You know, Mason, out of all my converts, you're the one I'm most proud of.
Do my best.
I can see that.
Lily, is there another reason you've decided to stay in Santa Barbara? One you're not telling me?
I can't believe it. I just can't believe that Augusta's gone. I keep thinking I'm going to turn around and she's going to be there.
Lionel, maybe she'll change her mind. You know how temperamental she is. She can have a change of heart in a split second.
She's gone, Julia. She's halfway around the world with that guy, and I've just got to live with that.
Lionel, I'm sorry.
Hey, we got a lot of things to do, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. The police are going to be here in a minute.
Yeah, what did they say when they called?
They wanted to talk to Augusta about the kidnapping.
What did you tell them?
What did I tell them? I didn't have a prepared explanation for why she's not here.
That's what we got to do now. We have to think of some reason for Augusta's absence.
I don't... This is wrong, Lionel.
Wrong? Of course it's wrong. It's wrong that she left me. It's wrong that she didn't tell me the truth. The whole thing is wrong.
That's true. But she's not going to get arrested for that. What she will get arrested for, however, is number one, she staged her own kidnapping. Number two, she tricked Cece into giving her $1 million for ransom.
You think she can get arrested for that, even though she gave me the money?
Lionel, don't be naive. Great.
Well, Miss Wainwright, I just came from your apartment looking for your sister.
I am so busy right now. I'm tied up here. This really isn't a good time.
Why not? I don't see why this isn't as good a time as any. I mean, after all, we don't have anything to hide from one another. Do we? Well, do we?
Well, there's no sense standing out in the hall. Would you like to come in?
Thank you, Julia.
Cece, I really don't see why you had to drag the police into this.
You don't, Lionel? A kidnapper has $1 million of mine.
You'll get your money back, Cece, I promised you.
Well, you will forgive me if I don't hold my breath, but you don't have a penny.
I'd like to get a full statement from your sister.
Actually, Augusta isn't here at the moment. She's gone away.
Oh?
She was so unnerved by the experience, I suggested she go away for a few weeks.
Go where?
North. North.
Yes, to Canada.
Canada?
Banff.
Banff, yes. She said that she would call us as soon as she found a place to stay.
Well, why didn't you go with her, Lionel?
I may join her there in a few days. But she, at the moment, feels she'd rather be alone. It was her idea.
I'm surprised you let her get out of town. I would like to hear from you when she returns.
Well, of course you will, immediately. And don't worry about your money.
Lionel, please, I can't help worrying. I mean, I would like these kidnappers caught and my money retrieved.
Well, I'm sure when you get your money back, catching them will be a lot less important.
Maybe to him, Mr. Lockridge, but certainly not the police. And we're going to be following through on this. So please, as soon as you hear anything from Mrs. Lockridge, would you please give us a call?
Absolutely, first thing.
Lionel, as long as I'm here, there is a business item I would like to discuss. Inspector, you can go ahead if you'd like.
Okay, we will be hearing from you, Mr. Lockridge.
Of course, as soon as possible. What's on your mind, Cece?
I would like to know what you think about Brick going back to work for me at the casino.
What does Brick think about it?
I don't know. I called him to take back his job and work for me, but he hasn't gotten back to me yet. I was wondering if you had advised him against it.
Well, of course not. I didn't know anything about the offer.
Oh. Well, now that you do know, will you advise him against it?
It doesn't matter to Brick what I think. He may be my natural son, but I'm sure he acts without my permission.
Well, I hope he takes it. Things have been handled shabbily down there, and I need someone there I can trust, and he is the man I would like, and I hope you will not talk him out of it. Do it for Augusta. She has a financial interest in it, you know, and it would be good for her to have Brick there, don't you think?
Brick's his own man. He hardly needs my permission, and I'm not going to talk him out of it.
Right. Well, then I will have to use my powers of persuasion. They haven't failed me yet. Why should they fail me now? Oh, Julia, you keep in touch. I'd like to hear from you when you hear from Augusta.
Well, that was close. You know, you still haven't told me about that, who she was.
What's the difference?
Just curious.
Eden, that is ancient history.
What's wrong with me knowing about your past?
What's right about it?
Cruz?
It was 5 years ago.
5 years ago, and?
And nothing. Be here now, why don't you? Okay, let's forget this. Don't get perverse on me.
Well, it's just that I don't want to lose you.
That's not gonna happen. You're stuck with me this time.
I love you too. And I'm allowed to worry.
Yeah, I know. I worry sometimes myself. But really, our worries are almost over.
Think so?
I know so. Except that I gotta get to work. I gotta meet your dad.
Why?
They called me in on the Lockridge kidnapping. So, I'm gone. Hey, will you do me a favor and give me that thing back, will you? Eden?
No. No. No.
Suit yourself.
I love you. Mason would know.
Brick, I'm glad you can make it.
Amy gave me your message.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Yeah, well, she said you were in some kind of trouble.
Yes, I'm in trouble. This casino thing has just gone downhill since you left, and it's even worse since I talked to you the other week. Have you thought about the offer I made to you?
Is it the trouble I rushed over here for?
Well, son, it's important to me. I want you to know I talked to your father about it also.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But what did he say?
Well, he says it's your decision, but he has no objection to you coming back to work for me.
Since when do you and my father talk anything over?
Brick, I don't deny that we have had a lot of animosity between the Cowboys and the Lockridges, but
mildly.
It doesn't have to stay that way. Look, you know I have cooperated with Lionel in this kidnapping thing, don't you?
Yeah, I heard.
You know, your mother and I have been seeing a lot more of each other.
So?
Well, you are Sophia's son, and I just wish that we could make a little effort to work with each other instead of against each other. Maybe we can take this whole Capwell thing and this Lockridge thing and just put it aside someplace.
You know, I really can't believe I'm hearing this from C.C. Capwell.
Look, son, I'm not saying the gap between these families can be bridged overnight. I'm just saying let's give it a start. And you and I working together, we can give it that start.
Who are you trying to con?
I'm not trying to con anybody. Huh? I'm dead serious. I'm talking about family unity, and I think Lionel agrees with me.
I'd be surprised.
Brick, what do you make? I'm working on a construction job. What do you? Never mind what you make, because that's really not the point.
So what's the point?
The point is your talents are being wasted over there. You know it as well as I know it, and I know what you can do for my casino. You're a natural at management.
Yeah, I did my best.
You did a damn good job, too.
Uh-huh.
And let me lay it out for you.
Okay.
It's this simple, sonny boy. I need a man to take over a losing proposition and make it into a winning proposition. If you're that man, you can name your price, you can name the length of your contract, you can take a walk somewhere down the line if you become unhappy. Huh?
To give it a try.
Good, you give it a try. That's what I want you to say. How about we give it a try and take a look at the place later on today, huh?
All right.
You made the right decision.
Yeah, I guess only time will tell, Cece.
Come on. How about noon?
Fine.
Oh, by the way, there seems to be some mystery as to where Augusta Lockridge has gone off to. Do you have any idea where she might be?
No.
Seems strange to you that a woman who was just kidnapped would then go off on a vacation all by herself?
I don't know anything about it.
Well, no big thing. I'll see you at noon.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, welcome back to the fold.
Thank you, very much. And again, we're very sorry. Well, we may have made a few enemies, but that cancels the last of our engagements. You're free to concentrate on Santa Barbara now.
That's wonderful. Let's have a drink to celebrate.
Why, Lily.
Here you go. Orange juice.
Oh, fresh squeezed, huh? That's pretty potent stuff.
Your days of drinking anything stronger are over.
Yeah. You know, I don't know what would have become of me if you hadn't found me that night.
Well, you did that, Mason. I only helped.
You know, Lily, I've come to trust you in a way I've never trusted anyone. Except maybe Mary.
That's good. You have to work on developing that trust and the capacity to love again. We can't have you sliding back to the way you were before you met Mary. You certainly kept some questionable company in those days. Gina Capwell?
Yeah, a regrettable mistake.
What did you ever see in that woman?
A perversely seductive image of my own worst tendencies, I think.
Do you like her looks?
Is that your vanity showing?
Of course not. But people do seem shocked by our resemblance. You must have anticipated that.
Just goes to show that Parhelion and sun can shine in the same sky.
Your demon speech is worse than demon rum.
I like to keep people on their toes, reaching for their funk and wagnalls.
I can't believe your father was such a gullible man, letting a woman like Gina manipulate him like that.
What do you know about that?
Oh, well, you told me all about it during your drunken ravings.
I did?
She's a real study. What did you always say about her? She was a veritable compendium of vices?
Good for me. You know, Lily, I still can't shake the feeling that there's something you're not telling me.
That's your old self talking again, isn't it, Mason? Skeptical, cynical?
I'm, backsliding, am I?
You just have to work on trusting more. I know that we can't always know what's going to happen to us in life. But there is one thing that can help us deal with whatever it is. It's a little openness and some faith. Faith in others and faith in yourself.
Well, Just have to be patient with me. I'm light years away from your level of spiritual awareness. How can somebody as young as you know so much?
I had no choice. My father was a preacher, an alcoholic, and a gambler. He used the money from the church collection to gamble with. Said he was gambling with his immortal soul. Finally he lost.
So you had an object lesson in the path of wrongfulness.
Yes. I had to live with my daddy's struggles and learn from his mistakes. That's another reason why I want to shut this casino down. It's a dangerous place. It can ruin lives.
Mm-hmm. Warren Lockridge developed a gambling addiction there. Certainly ruined his life. Well, I'd better get going. Back to the house. I have a few calls to make.
Fine, I'll meet you there. This should be a landmark day for us. I'll call them.
Call who?
Our little flock. The most important of them, anyway. We can't do battle alone.
Good. As soon as possible, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
Hi. Hello?
Hi. I was just leaving.
Good to see you.
Likewise. Well, as soon as I find out anything about Augusta, I'll let you know, Mr. C.
Good, good. As soon as possible.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Daddy, have you seen Mason?
Are you getting home extremely early, young lady, or extremely late?
Mason.
Edie?
Hi.
Good morning, Mason.
Bye, Daddy. Listen, I wanted to ask you a question. Do you have a minute?
Yeah,
Well,
what?
I found some things in Cruz's bureau. And I was wondering if you could tell me who it belonged to.
Well, what is it?
Well, it's a stewardess's pen. An airline stewardess. When I was in Europe, did he date one?
Well, you know, come to think of it. I think he did.
Well, tell me about it.
Well, what's to tell? I do seem to recall that they attracted some attention.
How?
Certainly have your undivided attention,
Come on,
don't I?
Mason.
Well, I don't remember any details. It was hot and heavy. Why don't you ask Cruz?
I will. Thank you.
You're welcome, I guess.
You know, it's kind of nice seeing you so happy and nice. It really is wonderful.
I owe it all to Lily.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
Well, it's true.
Mason, you sure she's not taking advantage of you?
I can't imagine her being capable of anything like that.
Well, I know you've been feeling all happy and everything lately, but maybe she's clouded your judgment. I mean, I'm sure I could spend 5 minutes with her and find out what she's really like.
Well, by all means, help yourself. I'd love to stay, but I have to make some phone calls. Excuse me.
I really hate seeing you like this.
Yeah. Well, how else am I supposed to be? I want to find out the truth about my brother, and we're not getting anywhere.
Well, Pearl, Alice is opening up a little bit, and when she gets stronger, I'm sure she's going to be able to help you even more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that? Wait a minute. Isn't Alice supposed to be in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Then what the heck is that?
Pearl, Courtney.
Yeah. Well, we're getting ready to move on. We'll be out of your hair in no time.
You don't have to go any place at all. Here. Brought something for you.
What, for us?
Yeah.
What's this? French bread, soda water. Look at that. Wine, brie, cheese. This is a feast for us.
Even fugitives have to eat in style once in a while.
This guy's got class. You don't remember the mustard. So tell me, where's the baked Alaskan? Mr. Lockridge. You're a prince. You know that.
Come on, I just happen to be in the neighborhood. How are you?
She's just fine. You know, I think the longer she's out of the hospital, the better off she is.
Isn't she supposed to be on some kind of medication?
No, I don't think she ever needed any kind of medication until she was shut up in that place with Rollins.
I don't follow you completely.
Alice was never his patient. She was more like his prisoner. Dr. Rollins had his own reasons for keeping her under lock and key, and let's just say that I have mine for helping her escape.
And what are they?
You see, Alice knew my brother a while back. He was under the good doctor's care right before he died. I think he caused his death. And I think that Alice knows how.
I see. I wish I could be of more help.
What are you talking about? You've already been the fairy gourmet godfather of all time. Join the party. But please, don't tell anybody that we're here.
I never do that. You have my word.
I'm sorry you think I'm not what I seem, Eden. Well, I don't know you, but you are Mason's sister, so what you think is important to me. I'd like us to be friends.
Yes, I'm sure you'd like that, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Why? Why are you so set against me?
Because I think you're up to something. I just don't know what yet.
But Eden, I'm not.
How much money do you make a year? I mean, I don't mean to be blunt or anything. I'm just curious.
Enough to pay for the permits to hold my meetings. Money isn't important. I do my work for love.
Well, you have to live on something. Do you live on love?
You could say that.
Living on love has sort of a immoral sound to it, doesn't it?
It's a perfectly chaste love. You see, I don't worry about money or security or whatever. I just take life and people as they come. The good with the bad, the friendly with the hostile.
Oh, I'm sure you take people as they come. I'm just wondering how much you take them for.
Eden, I realize it's not your fault you're so cynical. Well, you're just a product of your environment and your upbringing.
Don't patronize me. Why don't we get real here? What is it that you want with Mason? Is he good in bed?
I find Mason good, period. There's a lot of good in him that's never been tapped before. And I'm sure the same is true of you.
You want my father? You want a big, hefty donation? Is that what you want? Because you're not going to get it. I co-sign all the Capital's checks. I'll make sure you don't get a dime.
If only that fertile imagination of yours was put to use to a good cause.
Oh, a good cause. Like the care, feeding, and adoration of Lily Light? I don't think so. Come on, Lily, what's it going to take for you to go and tell it on some other mountain? Like Sugarloaf, for instance?
Money seems to be your god, Eden. All I'm after, as you put it, is peace and brotherhood. You can't put a price on that.
Let's try. 50,000? 100,000 cash?
Oh, Eden. Made any progress in unmasking Lily?
Oh, of course not. But I will.
You're wasting your time. Nothing to unmask.
You know, Mason, I'm frankly stumped as to why you would be attracted to someone who looks so much like Gina.
Well, I'll admit the physical resemblance is striking, but their characters are complete opposites. In Lily, you're seeing what Gina could have been.
Well, I'm going to have to make it my business to prove to you that I'm nothing at all like this Gina, no matter how much we look alike.
Don't waste your time.
Wow. Nice welcome to the bosom of the family.
She's tough, isn't she?
Boy, it's not going to be easy, is it? Getting your family to like me.
You just have to be patient. They'll come round. Well, we better get going. I got to make one more call.
Good, Inspector. I'm glad you can make it.
Now, Mr. Capwell, I've only got a minute.
This won't take long. I just want to tell you that I've talked to Cruz Castilla about mounting an investigation to find Augusta Lockridge. I paid $1 million to save her life. I'd like to know what she's doing with it. Her life, I mean.
I understand.
Now, I also want you to know that I still think there's something fishy going on about this whole kidnapping business.
You know, I just noticed Lionel Lockridge's car parked down by the old Lockridge house as I was coming over here.
What? I swear, that man spends more time out of the house since I kicked him out than when he owned it.
Well, what does he do there?
I don't know, and I don't care. Just get him out of there. And I don't care how you do it. Arrest him if you have to. Trespassing, loitering. Just get him out of there.
Okay.
If these walls could talk, you would have a set of memoirs that'd make Scott and Zelda sound pretty tame.
Oh, no, there's someone coming. What the hell?
It's the cops.
Well, at least CC wasn't lying about the books. They sure are in a mess. I'm going to change the whole system, Amy.
Why don't you just let it be his problem?
Amy.
I'm sorry. Honey, I wish you hadn't taken this job then.
Honey, I know what I'm getting into here, okay? Now just trust me on this, okay?
Trusting you is easy. Trusting C.C. Capwell isn't.
I know. That's one of the reasons I'm doing this. The Lockridges have an interest in this, and I plan to protect it.
And who protects you?
You. Listen, there are two very special families that I want to bring real close together.
I don't want you getting caught in the crossfire.
Amy, CC made me a very, very good offer.
We don't need it. We're doing just fine.
No, we're not. There's things that I want now. For you, for Johnny's future, they cost a lot more than toys.
I know, but is it worth what working here puts you through? Do you remember the long hours you used to work and every other night you'd be upset about something? And it's dangerous.
Dangerous?
I was around for an armed robbery. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but that was just what...
Augustus' son?
Yeah.
Never a dull moment. You're asking for trouble.
Look, what if I do this until Augusta gets back and then she can protect her own interest?
Okay. When's she getting back?
I don't know.
Yeah. You do what you want. I don't have to pretend I'm happy about it.
Okay. Well, I'll be damned. We just walked in the flesh.
Who?
It's Lily Light, the famous Miss Lily Light. I wonder what she's doing in a place like this.
All right, you guys hide Alice, and I'll do what I can do.
Terrific. Down to the basement now. Come on, Alice. We're going to hide. We don't want you back in the hospital.
Yes, officer. May I help you?
My father was a preacher, a gambler, and an alcoholic. He used money from the church collection to gamble with. Instead, he was gambling with his immortal soul, and finally he lost.
Is that why you're making the casino the focus of your campaign?
Yes. I had to survive through my daddy's struggle and learn from his mistakes. I want to see this casino shut down. It's a dangerous place. It can ruin lives. Gambling is a vice that hurts whoever it touches.
Thank you, Miss Light.
There you go.
Thanks.
It was even better this time. Same words, stronger emotion.
All right, so I repeat myself. But I mean every word I say, you know that.
Hello, Brick.
Meyson. It's like my name is Wallace. I'm the casino manager.
How do you do?
Well, frankly, I could be better. You see, I find it a little unfriendly when a customer walks into my casino and starts making derogatory remarks about it while you're still on the premises. I think you could have waited till you got back on shore.
I'm sorry if I offended you. But I'm also sorrier to see a young, smart man like you allow himself to be affiliated with a place like this. I'm sure you've seen a lot of people get into a lot of trouble here. Young people gambling away their father's fortunes. Maybe even someone you're close to.
I see that we've done our homework.
Brick, I'm only coming from the heart.
Uh-huh.
Gambling's no good. We all know that. And I'm here to put a stop to it.
Then I'll have to put a stop to you.
Now, Brick, Miss Light is entitled to say her piece.
Not here, she isn't. That of her piece is going to hurt my place.
I suppose that's the point. I'm afraid I'm about to do my best to put you right out of business.
Look, sweetheart, we're legal. And this casino is not out to hurt anyone, but I would appreciate you moving your soapbox to another location.
I'm afraid I can't do that. You see, my friends and followers are already on their way here.
Why here?
Why else? To protest. We're going to shut this place down. And if we have to surround the casino with boats so no one can get in or out, we'll do it.
Would you like to come in?
No, but I'd like you to come out.
Why?
Well, Mr. Capwell doesn't want you here. He wants you out. And he asked me to come up here and tell you that.
Oh, well, you see, I spent my whole life here. It used to be my home.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, you see, the walls here have so many memories for me. You understand that, don't you?
What the hell you think you're doing?
Well, that's a nice hello.
I asked you a question.
Oh, this? Just stirring up a few old memories.
You know, this is really starting to bother me.
Why is it starting to bother you? Why don't you just tell me what it's all about, huh? How'd you earn these wings? How'd you get your passion for dry roasted peanuts from your friendly stewardess?
Speaking of nuts, you are certifiable.
Thanks.
We are finally together for the first time in what seems like centuries, and you're trying to stir up a bunch of jealousy.
I don't like you being involved in something I don't know about.
I am not involved in anything but you and me, so these stupid little bird wings are history, all right?
Sure know how to take them off pretty well.
Thank you. Let's get something straight.
You what straight?
I'm involved with you, period. That's the way it is, and that's the way it's always been. In this life, in other lives, ever since we were a couple of dinosaurs, pal, munching on a bush.
How far back?
Further.
Coming up, the hottest new game show in town, Scrabble, the TV version of the board game you love to play. Then spin into the fun of Wheel of Fortune, followed by Channel 5 News at noon with Jane McGarry and meteorologist David Finfrock. All right here on Channel 5.